Foundational queer literature that you need to be reading for Pride Month. And I guarantee you haven't read at least one of these books. First off, if you haven't read The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, I think this is where modern queer literature begins, is with this book, because it's still kind of in the shadows, but if you read it, it's very obvious what's happening here. There's also an uncensored version that's a lot more direct in its queerness. From here, I have two mid-20th century classics that you really need to make sure you read. They're The Price of Salt by Patricia Highsmith, which is the basis for the movie Carol, if you saw it. Also, she wrote The Talented Mr. Ripley, also really queer. Next, maybe the greatest queer novel of all time, Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. It is still relevant and widely read for a reason. You should read Morris by E.M. Forster. This was written way before it was published, but what was so important about this is that it gave a happy ending to a queer novel, which is so often not the case, and still sometimes struggle with it today. Then I need you to read the iconic The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Then I've got a couple you might not have heard of. That's Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterson. I just discovered this book in the past couple years and was shocked at how much it brings in with elements like religion into it. And then another classic, Tales of the City. I think you can round out your journey with a couple of really modern ones with Fun Home by Alison Bechtel and On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. What else would you add to this list? I know there's a lot of really great modern and contemporary ones, but I think these lay such a strong foundation to see how we got to where we are now.